Right, good afternoon everybody, welcome to New Forest Wildlife Park. Can everybody see a lynx?
Yes.
Yeah? Cool, perfect. Right, so we've got two lynx here, we've got Tora and Inga, both of them are out right now.
Yeah,
Perfect. We have Tora on our right hand side, down the halfway down the enclosure, and then we've got Inga just to the left hand side of the shed. Tora and Inga were born at Highland Wildlife Park, so the very top of Scotland, in 2018, and then they came here in 2019, just before the pandemic. So because of that, these girls aren't that used to seeing people. For the first 3-4 years of their life, they didn't really see many people. Highland Wildlife Park, very top of Scotland, again, didn't really see many people because they don't get many visitors. So there's 4 species of lynx in the world. We've got the Canadian lynx, which is from Canada and a little bit of America as well. This cat's quite used to living in sub-zero temperatures, as far as about -20 I believe. Because of this, their coat's very thick. They've got quite a light pale coat, so white-grey coloration, just to blend in with the snow a little bit more. And they've also got nice thick snowshoes, so they help them walk across the snow in those winter months. You've then got the bobcat, which is from Canada, Mexico, and the United States as well. This cat's not as used to living in sub-zero temperatures. It can, but not as extreme as the Canadian lynx. The bobcat is actually the smallest species of lynx as well. They're only about this tall, so about half the size of the girls. And their coloration is pretty similar to the girls as well, to help blend in with the more woodland environment, the more arid environment that they would find in Texas and Mexico. And in Europe, you've got the Iberian lynx. Now, this cat was the most endangered cat on the planet at one point. In 2001, there was 62 left. And now in 2025, there's about 2,000. So numbers have gone right up to where they should be, and that's all due to conservation work out in the field and breeding programs in zoos, and also reintroducing rabbits back into Spain and Portugal, where you find the Iberian lynx. And that's the main reason their numbers were declining, because rabbit populations were declining as well. And then you've got what these girls are, which is the Eurasian lynx. So the Eurasian lynx is the most widespread lynx. You find them from Germany to the other side of Russia, far north of Finland, a bit of China, a bit of India, Turkey, Middle East. It's really widespread. Because of this, you've got lots of different subspecies. So these girls are the northern Eurasian lynx. That means they're from Scandinavia, a bit of Russia, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, so that sort of area of Europe. And these are the biggest subspecies of the biggest species of lynx. So this is as big as you get for a lynx. Our girls weigh between 25 to 30 kilos. A male Eurasian lynx, northern Eurasian lynx, can get 40 kilos. So add about another 10 kilos on top of these girls, that's how big the males can get. So now, well, they were out a little bit more, but now that we've got the girls out, you see their adaptations for hunting. So lynx are ambush hunters. They'll wait in the bush, wait for their prey to come towards them. And the first thing you'll notice when the girls come a bit closer is that their back legs are longer than their front legs. That's so they can propel themselves out of the bush. So they can actually jump 25 feet horizontally, only about 8 foot, 10 foot vertically. So they can really jump quite far horizontally. You also notice that those 2 satellite dishes on top of their heads. Every species of lynx has really big ears, and that's just for locating their food within the bushes. You also notice they've got tufts on the top of their ears. We're not 100% sure what they are for, but a lot of people think they're for communicating with their cubs. So if they flip their ears in a certain way and the tufts move in a certain way, basically it's a way of communicating without actually vocalising. So you can tell the cubs to stay back, mum's found prey, mum's found danger, don't make a sound, hide. You also notice, well you won't notice, but they've got incredible eyesight, and they can actually spot a mouse from up to 250 feet away, which I think is insane. And you also notice that they've got that short little bobtail. So lynx aren't very good at climbing, they don't need that big long tail for balancing like a jaguar or a leopard would. So they've evolved to not have as big of a tail. Because of this, when they walk through the bushes, they don't make as much noise. So again, if you think of a leopard or a jaguar, it's got that really big tail. If they were to walk through a bush, their tail would hit on every single stick and every single leaf and make lots of noise. So I'll throw some food in so we can get the girls closer. Today on the menu is chicken and duck neck. So I apologise to people who like chickens, but so do the girls. So I'll throw a bit of chicken there, see what that does. Absolutely nothing. Put it there. There we go, right back.
这是那个蓝颜色，尾巴好短呀。你要手
So
机
we've
吗？
got Inga in the front and then Tora just behind. Don't worry, they will all get food. Usually they take their food and then go and hide behind the shed. Just like that. Has anybody got any questions about lynx? Or did you all just want to see a lynx, which is fine? You got a question? Go on.
Why do the lynxes really like foxes?
I don't know, do they look like foxes? I think you word for it. I think they look like cats rather than dogs. So dogs usually have a longer snout, because cats have a flatter face.
So you said where they were from, I missed that bit.
They're from Highland Wildlife, originally,
Countries, yeah.
countries, so they're from Scandinavia, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, and a little bit of Russia as well.
Okay, and are they endangered?
So they are least concern, so they're not endangered. So the populations are doing quite well because they're so widespread. There is quite a few of them.
Okay. And they like forests?
Yeah, so they're mainly found in forests, these guys. There's a couple of other species of lynx, but you find it more of like a desert, arid environment. But these guys in particular, you can find in sort of a woodland like this.
And are they ever, have they ever been in the UK?
They were in the year 700, they went extinct.
700?
So quite a few centuries ago now.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
There is, attempted plans to reintroduce them into the UK, and that's basically just to help reduce deer populations. So
And have you got two in this? Two in this set?
Yeah, we've got two here, yeah. There's plans to reintroduce them to reduce deer populations, because you're supposed to have 6 deer per acre, and in the New Forest we have 200 deer per acre. So the deer population in the UK is just completely out of control, because we have no large carnivore. The biggest carnivore in the UK is a badger.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's seen a badger, but a badger can't really chase down a deer and consume a deer, whereas these girls are perfectly designed to do. You got a question, Go? So, like I just said, every species of lynx has a nice little bobtail. They're not very good at climbing, so they don't need it for balancing. So, like, think of a monkey or a jaguar or a leopard. They've got that really long tail, they need it for balance. They don't need it because they're not good at climbing. So when they're walking through the bushes, it doesn't make as much noise. Because they have a really long tail, so it's just pushes on the branches and stuff to make no noise.
是这么的，我说我这边。
Yeah, it's their full size. They're 7 years old now, so they're about middle aged.
What's the life expectancy?
So in the wild, it's about 7 or 8, and in captivity, it's usually double. So about 18, 16. Just because they've got access to healthcare, they get fed every day. If something goes wrong, we can sort it for them.
Yeah,
they don't have to compete with anything. Was it sorry?
You don't have a breeding program?
Not currently, because there is no need to breed them. Because they are least concerned, there isn't that much of a need. They are related to quite a few other lynx in the UK as well. So then you've also got the issues of trying not to muddle around with genetics and mix ones that are related. We could potentially get a male in the future, but we'd have to get a male in from Europe rather than a male in from the UK, just because they are related to quite a few other ones.
And where were these two ladies from?
Highland Wildlife Park, the very top of Scotland. They're really good at breeding Eurasian lynx there. So
you have to buy them? Or?
No. So no zoos purchase animals. It's more trading. I think we call it loaning, essentially, or donations. We don't pay for animals anymore.
And they're not omnivores, they're carnivores.
Yeah, so they're called obligatory carnivores, so they can only consume meat. Yeah, they can't consume anything else. Sometimes they will eat some grass, but that's basically just to make themselves throw up. If they've got an upset stomach, they will just make themselves throw up essentially by eating grass.
And in the wild, would they have any predators for them?
The wolverine, which is around the corner,
Yeah.
could potentially predate on them. Packs of wolves there would have a good go at them. So generally lynx will just hide from everything. They're not at the top of the food chain, they know that. They will just hide away.
Where do they hide? Rocks, caves?
Caves, in a nook of a tree. Yeah, they'll just try and hide as much as they can. You got a question? Yeah, that's why they've got those big ears. Yeah, so they'll almost cure enough. Try and find their prey.
In the wild, they'd have a bit more fat.
Yeah, they listen to where it's at. Yeah. Try and find out where it is.
Soll ich mal?